ooh, we got to talk, because Spirit's like, hit this button right now and start recording. So I know that there is information that is going to stream through me that is going to serve you for your highest good. And the first thing I want to say is take a deep freaking breath. Take a deep breath, because what we're going to talk about right now is going to support you through these challenging, transformative, transitionary times that we are in. Because what was working is no longer working. And this is the invitation for you to rise. And I want to talk about frequency work, movement, guided meditation, and channeling to advance you in all areas of your life. Because this is what's being called to help you anchor and create stability inside of your body, is to stabilize your channel, to ground and anchor the light. Because it's not about what you're doing, it's who you're being. It's who you're being. And I've talked about this over and over again, but it's who you're being. So can we just take a deep breath together and let that just bring us into our heart? Let it just bring you into your heart. Because everything that I say to you right now, I want you to really feel it in your body. That there is no going back, that there is only moving forward. And this is the invitation for you to go all in on your unique gifts, on your unique essence, and to lead in that frequency. To not water it down, to not dilute it, to know that it is enough, and to serve from the pureness and the radiance of your heart. Now, I know you all have different hopes and aspirations for yourself, but I want to bring you deeper now into your pelvic bowl, okay? Into the pelvic bowl of your body, like that creation center where there are hidden gifts and hidden dreams that you haven't even accessed or even thought of for yourself. Mainly because you're living in the upper energy centers, okay? The heart, the throat, the third eye, the crown, all up in here. And right now we want to anchor you into the fullness of your body, because that's where you're going to find the fullness of your expression, and have the courage to follow that and honor yourself and honor your body. Oof. Pauses are good. When the energy pauses, let's just like drop in together with that. Yeah, let's just drop in together with that. So you've got a mission. We all have a mission. And at this time, we can't really get clear on what this next evolution of our mission is if we're trying to think our way through it. So we really need to feel and get in touch with our body, and frequency is a key to that. When I first started my spiritual awakening, like when I could not turn my back on my soul's calling. Now, keep in mind, I was awake since a child, but when I couldn't turn my back on it, movement, yoga opened me up. And from the path of yoga, I went into yoga nada, the yoga of sound. And that frequency is what really, with the movement, helped me break through all the layers, all the shackles, all the stuff that I was carrying that was keeping me hidden. Like, I didn't even know who I was. I was like, what is happening to me? Everything was changing so much that I had to get divorced, right? And then eventually quit my job. But as this was happening, I want to tell you something that I carried so much shame about for so long, and I still don't talk about that much, is my galactic blueprint got activated. And you're probably like, a lot of you who follow me, you know about that. But I was brought up Catholic, so I resisted anything that I did not think was God. It was like, if you're talking about like star beings, like what the fuck? Like, I was so scared of it. But it is such a big part of me, and it is also a big part of so many of you. And at this time that we are in, we're being called to remember those aspects, because those aspects of ourselves have multiple gifts that are here to support us in what we're here to build. We're talking about advanced technology, soul technology, and civilization that can be brought through. And when we use the power of frequency, we can bypass the mind and we can start to open ourselves to receive and trust that information and actually have the courage to build it despite what anybody else is saying. So I want to just speak to this and normalize this, because the wave of energy that's coming in, a lot of you are getting activated in your galactic blueprint to a whole new level. And it's because you are builders of the new earth. And I know that some of you may think that this is woo and not understand it, but let me distill it and break it down to you. You are connected to everything in this universe, and there are aspects of your soul that has been in other dimensional spaces, okay? You have past lives, you have star race lives, you have all different parts of you that you're remembering. And these parts of you have unique soul gifts. There's things that you've done when you were incarnated as another being that you're meant to bring here at different cycles in your life when you're at the frequency where you can actually be open to receive that. And so for me, for an example, okay, when I was a microbiologist and I was doing yoga, it was really opening me up. And I just started singing and channeling the Arcturians, okay? So as I was channeling the Arcturians, they were preparing me and my body for a whole new level of leadership. I had no idea what was going to happen for me. I just needed to get through each moment of my life. And through that time period, I was a single mom to 2 kids. I was going through a divorce. I was exhausted trying to figure out like all these spiritual gifts that were opening up, taking a yoga teacher training, doing sound events. Like I started doing sound events and all of these things. And I'm telling you, the energy that was coming through my body gave me the stamina to do that. And so once I did that, it's like I went into a whole nother dimensional space of being, where I started accessing after that my ancient civilization of Atlantis and Egyptian roots that were coming on, technologies about creating wealth, being the embodiment of wealth. And so I'm sharing this with you because there's been evolutions to my journey, and there's going to be evolutions to your journey. And you have to step into it right now. If it's calling you, if it's nudging you, this is the direction to propel in. And I even notice as I'm talking about some of this, that there is resistance inside of my heart of being fully seen in my galactic blueprint, because I thought that I outgrew so much of that. But it's like it's such a deep part of me that is activated, and I haven't let that version of me be fully seen to assist you. And that's part of my advancement, is my frequency technologies and the sounds and the vocal tones and the movement, the choreography that comes from me, and the light language to activate your soul's remembrance, your gifts, and to teach you how to use them and refine them to advance all areas of your life. And particularly for those of you who are leaders and visionaries that are here to make a global impact. And I'm not just talking about learning how to use your intuition and channel. No, I'm talking about being fully in your body and turning this human suit on to its full potential, your full creator powers to create and build what you came here to do and feel healthy and rejuvenated in your body. Yes, there will be highs and lows. Yes, there are days that are challenging. But for the most part, those of us who really tap into our soul's technology, we start to really radiate and shine in a whole new way. If you look at me now, I'm 47 years old, and I am more vibrant energetically than I was when I was in my 20s and 30s, not really embracing the fullness of my power and learning how to work with my energy. So I say this to you guys because it's here to change every area of your life. And we have a lot of disconnect too, because the pendulum swings from side to side. You have many beings that are channeling, but they're not taking action and they're not grounded in their body. They're just streaming energy and giving transmissions. And this is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about getting so in tune to your inner guidance and your other aspects of yourself and your unique gifts, that you use them and apply them to all areas of your life to have success, to make more money, more harmonious relationships, to build programs and offerings, to connect with your soul family. All of the things that you dream of, that you were designed to build, you're meant to build. That's why I call my podcast Live Life by Soul Design, because I believe we all came here with a soul's blueprint that tells us how we can live the life that we were destined to live, the highest destiny, right? With the lessons we came here to learn, the things we came here to shift and transform, and to also remember that we came here for the human experience and to have fun and not take it so freaking serious and be in such conflict with everything. So these are some messages that were just coming through that I really had to share with you for those of you who are being called to step forward more into this galactic aspect of yourself during these times. It makes so much sense with the energies that we are in right now, cosmically, that we're being pushed forward. We're being literally pushed forward to lead and speak more from this essence. Check out the podcast with Sandrine and I. And I'm here. I'm here to support you. And I'm coming out too in a whole new version of me. We're all in this together. There's always an evolution and an upgrade happening for us to evolve and for our soul's mission to evolve. And may this inspire you to show up the way you're designed to show up. Much love.